We're here in the Game Science booth, and we're talking to none other than Kevin Cook, owner of the world's largest dice collection. Kevin, how you doing today?
Oh, pretty good.
Excellent. It's great to see a nice hat. I kind of missed the top hat. That was kind of your icon.
Yeah, well, I change every year, so
Excellent,
you
excellent.
never know.
But that was certainly awesome. So it looks like you've already got a list of dice that you're hunting for this year. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Cool. Why don't you tell us about some of the things that you're hunting for in the con this year?
Yeah, the new stuff that's coming out for 2011 from most of the dice companies. Of course, ChessX is going to release their yearly group of 6 colors. Crystal Cast is releasing in their crystal shapes their new toxic colors.
Excellent.
So we've got those. Catalyst, the Catalyst booth over there is having iron dye from Italy, and they've got all new colors. We've in the past year we've seen their Unlimiteds come out, which is a new formula that is steel rather than white metal, so they don't degrade nearly as much. And there's like 5 new colors in the hopper, as well as polyhedrals.
I saw some of those polyhedrals, and I saw some of the rares with the inking and stuff. Those are pretty dice.
Oh, they absolutely are. Q Workshop's got new Celtic 3D colors.
Sweet.
They've got their Dwarven Metal dice. We're not going to talk about where that name comes from. Steve Jackson, did you see all the new dice that are going to be coming out in fall of 2011?
I did see them in his little cases up there.
And
absolutely.
And they're not available for the convention yet, but they're going to be available later this fall.
And who doesn't need sparkly pink Munchkin dice?
That's about it.
I'm telling you.
And that and huge foam Cthulhu dice.
Right.
Okay, there's a new game out. Booth 1641, Martian dice.
Martian dice, you know what? We walked by that, and I'm wondering, it looks cool. It looks a lot like zombie dice, if you're familiar with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The packaging looks like zombie dice.
Exactly.
So I've got to take a look at that, but I got a set of that. There's a new die out for, or new pair of dice that come with the game in booth 1000, somewhere.
Who knows?
10,000, whatever, called Tower of Mystery.
Okay. I have not seen that.
So I'm looking into that. Koplau released just one new die as far as we can tell, and that's the new Hedgehog die.
So I went over there. Did you see? Now, he said they had it last year, but I saw this year for the first time the 10 Commandments die.
Oh, yeah.
I did know about that.
Yep, I've seen them actually in the original packaging.
Okay.
You flip it over, and it's got the actual 10 Commandments
Crazy.
with it. Whiz Kids.
Yes.
They finally came through
Yes.
with Couriers.
Awesome.
They've been promising it for at least a year.
Right.
And I got my set. 130 new dice in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And then, of course, as I said earlier, the iron die.
Right.
And that is just, I'm pushing iron die because of the fact that it is the most interesting looking dice that I've seen in a long time in metal.
Right, absolutely.
And I like the tactile feeling of things other than plastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, last year, one of the big things we were talking about was Shapeways. Because we were talking about that. Now, from last year to this year, any other companies that are kind of doing the same thing as Shapeways, but
there
found?
There are 2 other companies, but the price is still best on Shapeways.
Okay.
I don't know what their quality of the other 2 companies are. They could be better.
Right.
They could be worse.
Exactly.
But again, Shapeways is right now is the way to go because even I can't keep up with the number of new dice coming out from Shapeways.
Right.
And I used to buy them in 2 or 3 colors. Now I'm lucky to buy them in any color.
Wowzers.
And for those who would like to use Shapeways, and I'm sure Shapeways may shoot me for this, buying the white, strong, and flexible, and buying Rit die from Walmart.
Wow.
Use hot water, soak them in there.
Boom.
You just saved yourself $4 per die.
Sweet. Good tip. Excellent. So now we know your collection is always growing, always changing. You celebrated a big milestone last year.
Yep.
What's the collection up to now?
It's up to 34,594.
Wow, that's crazy. And obviously dice, you know, it used to be like you were kind of the only crazy kid on the block.
That's about it.
You know, and now dice, kind of everybody is finding dice. And it seems like as a result, there are people making new dice left and right. It's hard to keep up.
Oh yeah, I've talked to 2 people here that are not vendors who had asked me, where can I get a die like this? And they describe it made. Send them to Game Science, send them to ChessX, send them to Q Workshop if it's a different shape.
Right, absolutely. Cool. Well, it's been awesome talking to you this year, as usual. It's fun that we actually have the video. We actually get to see you this time.
Oh, wow.
So appreciate you taking your time out.
Thanks, Dave.
And I appreciate you telling our listeners all about the dice stuff that they need to be checking out.
Sure.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.